Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, honestly, we're taking a look at a very peculiar, very bizarre story, right? Like, we've heard of a lot of these people who make different types of just ridiculous videos for the internet, obviously for clout, you know, these like dangerous internet challenges, or even more recently, we've been talking about like these YouTube pranksters, like doing insane things to try and get views, but this is one of those things where it's like, I can't believe somebody was stupid enough to do this. Like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try to assume that people are smart enough to not do something like this, but then people just constantly surprise me with just how stupid they can actually be, man. So honestly, today, what we're taking a look at here, like, you would almost think this is fake if it wasn't in a video or whatever, like there wasn't an article about it, bro. But this is the type of situation where, honestly, I feel like the people involved should have gotten more time in jail, if we're being honest. I mean, once you really start to see the details of just exactly what I'm talking about here, I think you'll understand a little bit more. But to, I guess, give you guys a little bit of an intro to this, today we're going to be taking a look at a couple who essentially crashed 20 plus cars for YouTube content, sometimes with their child in the back seat, in order to basically defraud their insurance company and get money out of the entire thing. It's just essentially a case of two people filming themselves committing a crime not once, but dozens of times, and then uploading it to the internet for people to see. I don't really understand why you would ever think that's a good idea, especially with a child in the car, but that's exactly what these folks did that we'll be taking a look at here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Since the rise of YouTube and other social media sites, filming and sharing your everyday life with others has become a daily routine for some, but the thrill of getting likes can get addictive, causing people to do weird and sometimes even dangerous things. For Californian couple Christopher and Kimberly Phelps, this included filming themselves driving dangerously and blaming others. They then continued to post these videos on YouTube under the username Blue Ghost before turning to their insurance company to get compensation for the damages. The couple got arrested in March 2023 and have now been sentenced to jail, with Christopher ordered to serve 3 years and had his driver's license immediately revoked because of the assault with a deadly weapon charge. Meanwhile, Kimberly was sentenced to 90 days in Weekend County Jail / work release, 3 years of supervised probation, and to attend a 52-week child abuse prevention program. She's now out on bail. Alright, man, so honestly, I don't know what the discrepancy in their punishments was due to. Like, for instance, the guy has to serve 3 years in jail and got his driver's license revoked, which makes sense. I mean, he definitely deserved that, but the girlfriend / wife only got 90 days in weekend jail, and that's with work release, and 3 years of probation that's supervised, and a year-long child abuse prevention program. Like, differences in the charges there are a little weird. I don't really know what that exactly is about. I'm assuming that he got the actual jail time or whatever because he was probably the one driving in a good portion of what happened in these videos, and she was like, I don't know, in the passenger seat. I don't know, but regardless, there were charges involved in this entire thing, and both of them are being punished for this. Personally, I think they should have gotten more time. I'll explain a little bit why more a little bit later. So even though the videos only got an average of 50 to 60 views each, the channel had approximately 162 dashcam videos featuring collisions, attempted or near collisions, and road rage incidents. Prosecutors later said the couple also had their child in the car for many of the collisions. The California Department of Insurance began an investigation after discovering the channel and after Christopher was involved in a, quote, suspicious collision where he seemed to stop for no reason, causing a truck pulling a trailer to hit his vehicle. The California Department of Insurance issued a statement in March when the couple first got arrested. It read, quote, Christopher Phelps has been charged with 6 felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 11 felony counts of insurance fraud, and 5 felony counts of child endangerment. Kimberly Phelps has been charged with 2 counts of felony child endangerment and 1 count of felony insurance fraud. So apparently these guys were just like uploading videos of them trying to cause car wrecks, or causing successfully car wrecks, or like doing road rage against people, and like they were just filming themselves doing it and uploading it to YouTube. I don't know why you would do that. Like, that makes you look like a fucking moron, but I don't think these people were really the brightest bulbs in the cabinet or anything, so not really sure that they're the ones in the whole thing here that are going to be doing the logical thinking. But just think, they were only getting 50 to 60 views each. So like, it wasn't like they were uploading this shit and it was getting, you know, viral and they were making money off of it from AdSense or whatever. They were literally just like doing this shit, uploading it to YouTube, getting no money out of it. And then they were committing insurance fraud by like going to their insurance every time they had a car wreck or whatever and just fucking cashed out somehow, right? So I don't really understand how that would even work in the first place. Like, wouldn't eventually the insurance company be like, hey, go fuck yourself? Like, this is your 49th accident of this whole year and we're only 6 months in, you know? Like, maybe piss off a little bit. Or like, you know, their insurance had to have costed like $7,000 a month, bro. There's no way it wasn't. Like, I know if you get in wrecks or like constantly get tickets, like your insurance goes up and shit. So how were they not just paying like fucking 40 grand a month in like insurance bills or something? I have no idea. But eventually, obviously, this caught up to them. And the craziest part is, I've mentioned a few times, they had their kid in the car for some of this, right? So while they were going out on the road, getting in legitimate car accidents or driving violently, unsafely, trying to cause car accidents with people, they had a fucking child in the car. So not only were they putting their lives at risk, putting other drivers' lives at risk, they were putting their own child's life at risk. And what for? So they could commit fucking insurance fraud? And then not only that, they couldn't be smart criminals. They had to film themselves committing insurance fraud and endangering their child's life. And they had to upload several instances of it to their fucking YouTube channel for anyone and everyone to see. And wildly enough, the anyones and everyones that saw might only have, you know, got 50 to 60 fucking people to see that, right? I just don't, like, I don't get it. How could you be so moronic? How could you be so stupid? And like I said, these people only got, you know, honestly, I feel like a slap on the wrist. The dude's serving 3 years, but, you know, the fucking girl or the wife in this whole situation is bailed out, gets 90 days and some probation in a class to teach her not to be, hey, you know, you don't put your kid in the car and go cause car wrecks. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. How you don't rehabilitate people like this. Like, you send her to a fucking 52-week course or whatever. Yeah, that's great. She's in class. Hey, you shouldn't be mean to your kids now. They're your fucking children. You don't beat on them. You don't drive your car into a lake with them in the back seat. You don't burn them with fucking candle wax because their grades were bad. Yeah, you don't, you can teach them what? What do you teach these people, right? You really think that fucking sitting in a class and being told that is going to teach these morons to not fucking cause car wrecks with their kid in the back seat? Like, I don't really think you can teach people shit like that. Like, at a certain point, people are kind of just lost causes, if that makes sense. Like, I saw a story a couple weeks ago about a woman who like successfully was suing a hospital in Africa because her child died or something after she quote unquote forgot to feed it for several weeks. And she was like suing the hospital because they didn't teach her that she had to feed her fucking kid. Like, at a certain point, dude, it's something you can't teach people. Like, it's just common sense that you can't really instill or teach into people. Like, these people just don't have the cognitive ability to realize that they're not just fucking idiots. Like, it has to be incredible to be so fucking dumb that you can't think of stuff like this. Cause like, how, like, dude, they can't have any sort of like thought that troubles them, right? There can't be anything in their head that fucking bothers them, man. Just going through life being so painfully dumb. It must be real nice. I mean, you don't even really have to serve that much consequences for being a fucking idiot either. Cause you gotta think, right? Like, what if one of these times, right? Let's say they're on a highway or something, okay? And you know, they're going 70, 80 miles an hour with all these other cars. And they pull one of these stupid little stunts that they were doing. You know, they pull out in front of somebody and run them off the road or something. What if one of these days they get into a car wreck with a car that has a whole family in it and it kills their kids? Or it kills these kids' dad or their mom? Or God forbid, you know, it kills their own kid or kills one of them. What exactly happens then when you fuck up that bad and you can't take that back, right? You expect to believe that these people will show any sort of remorse or any sort of care for a situation like that? They're willing to put their own flesh and blood into the actual line of duty of being a fucking moron so carelessly. You think they care about all these other people on the road? And the thing is like, car accidents are very well known and very well documented to be deadly and to be destructive. Like, even if you don't die, like, you can suffer permanent damage. There's people with PTSD from car accidents. There's people who can never walk again because of car accidents. There's people who've lost limbs because of car accidents. It's a serious thing. Like, you don't go around doing shit like this. This is not some sort of fucking little, aha, we made a YouTube prank video, man. This isn't YouTube content, dude. This isn't fucking something you do with a child in the car, right? Like, this is something you go out of your way to avoid, bro. And to think that there's people out there that are so goddamn stupid and so destructive that they would intentionally do things like this. And not only that, like, think about it. It said there was approximately 162 dash cam videos of them almost causing car accidents, actually causing car accidents, committing violent road rage against other people. 162. Like, most of the people I've ever known who've actually been in a car accident have only ever been in like one, maybe two if they were unlucky. 162. Like, dude, that's like the same amount of games as in a fucking baseball season, man. Like, how does that even happen? Like, how does that even go through your head? These people should not be getting a slap on the wrist. These people are not fixable. These are legitimate menaces, legitimate threats to society. I mean, imagine how much money in property damage they've costed people. I mean, in some situations, insurance doesn't always cover the total cost of the damages. I mean, there's people out there who've probably had to foot some of the bill for the shit that these people are doing. Like, it's just so disturbing to know that there's psychopaths out there that do shit like this. And they live and reproduce in the same society as us. Like, these people had a child, and I don't want to sit here and rat on the child and fucking be mean to him or whatever, but I'll be honest, knowing his parents are like this, I don't think he's got a great shot in the world if we're being real. It's so messed up, man. And I mean, it just goes to show that there's so much infinite stupidity in this world. For every smart person there is, for every decent folk that there is, there's 2 to 3 complete fucking morons that have no regard for society or other people that are out there fucking walking alongside you, man. And that's what's sad. That's what's really sad, is this kind of shit is actually just, it really happens, bro. Anyway, with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about these disgusting parents and signing out.